Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to use this CAD software here, DevFus Foam 2.05a. It allows you to model an airplane in the software, and then it will generate the G codes to cut it out in foam if you want to. So let's go ahead and get started here. So projects, I want to show you this first. So like this F104 that I was working on. You first get your pictures in here. Then you draw your outline of it. Then it draws the formers for you. Now, these have all been modified to formers, and I'll show you guys how to do that as well too. More. And then it talks about sheeting. Now, if you're going to make this a foam model and you're not going to use any sheeting, then you just skip through all of these. And also spars, since it's going to be all foam, you won't need any spars or anything inside there either unless you want them. Now you can generate lightning holes in each section, and I've done that already. And takes you there again. Then we'll work on the canopy slots and all that a little later. But then after it's all done, and here it is. So yeah. Okay, and this F104 looks really good. So if I wanted to cut this out of foam, I could do that. I do have a foam cutter, hotwire, CNC. I'll be showing you guys how to do that a little later, but the software is very good. It's extremely well. It works really well, and so I'll show you guys how to design an airplane in it. Okay. Okay, I did an extra 300 earlier, and I'm going to do that again and show you guys step by step how to do that. And to do that, we'll create a new project, and I'm going to name it Extra Class. Okay, now we have our extra class. Now what we need to know are the fuselage length, fuselage height, and fuselage width. Now to do that, I went to Fusion and put my pictures into Fusion here. And once I got my pictures in here, I scaled this to the length that I wanted it to be. And then once I scaled it to the length that I wanted it to be, then I went up here to inspect, measure, and then I measured from here to here and gave me the 1995, and this is 7.88, so this is more closer to 1996. So I added that for the length, and then I scaled this picture to that also, the top picture to that. And once I had that scaled in there to the correct size, then I've got the width at the widest point in here. And I took a picture, it's not a picture, but I also measured the height at the highest point from here to here also. So we've got the length of 1996, a height of 352, and a width of 266. So we come back over here. And so now we change these numbers, change this to 1996, and the height to 352, and the width 266. and we click Next. Now we want to put an image in here, the side view, so we set image, click this, and wherever you have that image at, I had it on my D drive, and it is a JPEG. This is the picture. Now I can scroll, use my scroll wheel to make the picture bigger. Now what we need to do is calibrate this picture. And to do that, you click Calibrate here. And that was from the nose to back here. Now once this line here, as you can see, it's going between red and that sort of turquoise color. This lets you know that this is straight across. And you don't need to rotate the picture any. So just click that, and there it is. Now we have that. Next, we crop the picture. Click that. And click OK. And it puts our picture in the box like we want it. Now we come down here and we want the top view of it. So we do the same thing, set image. And that's on my D drive. And it is a JPEG. And open this, and here it is. And we calibrate it lengthwise. And then we crop it. Click OK. And now that picture's in there. And we click Next. Now we match these lines to the shape here. And this one on the bottom as well. And to do that, you edit actual outlines graphically. So we click that. And now we can move this stuff around these dots here. So what you do, you just, when it turns yellow, left click, and now you can move the square. And to add a square, a control point, just click that, then click it on the line, click it again, and move it. This software is very simple to use. It does not take long to learn. And that line looks pretty good, and we'll do the bottom here. Okay, now Okay, that looks pretty good. And now we'll adjust these down here. And you only have to do one side down here because it mirrors the other side. Okay, and that looks pretty good. And we click OK. And it will generate the formers. So we click Next. And since this is 2,000 millimeters, I want a former every every 200 millimeters. So I'm going to change this to 200. And I want 10 formers. Okay, and also I want full control and spline formers. So I click this. And I click OK, and it'll generate the formers for me now. Now here are the formers. And I don't need one. So edit formers here. And we have one. Then I click formers up here. And I want to delete the selected former, which is F1. And now it deleted that one that was up here. And now I want to add a former. And I want to add it here. But yeah, it's fine. Okay. Now I want to move these just a little bit. That one there. That one there. And former 11, I want to delete. Okay. There's our formers. Now what I'm going to do is come to former 2 here. Because what we can do, we have a look at what it looks like now. Click that. And this is what it looks like now. So it looks like we need a couple more formers. One right here, because as you can see, this is trying to loft between here to here, and it's not a curve. And maybe one down here too. But before I do that, I'm going to change the shapes of this. So I'm going to do former 2, come up here, click number 2, and then click Edit Full Screen. So I can see the full former. And then I'm going to do a background image and set background image. And go back to my pictures. And it was a JPEG. This one here. Open it. And this is this one here. So now we need to calibrate this. So we click the calibrate. and the top. To the bottom here. Then we crop this. And click OK. Now you can see this is behind it where it needs to be, and then we just move this, get it to the shape. And we click close. And as you can see, that shape has now changed. Now let's have a look at it. And you can see the front has changed the proper shape now. Click close. And I want to add a former here because right through here is a little curve. So former, add new former, and I want it right here. And now, former number 4, we want to edit that. So we come up here. Same thing, background image, set background image. And that was B, so it's this one here. We calibrate it. Then we crop it. And click OK. And it's behind it now. And match this to this as best as you can. And the better you scale these, the more accurate it will be. Then we click close. Now let's see what it looks like. And as you can see, it's beginning to look a lot better now. Okay. Now, this third one here, number 5. Same thing again. Calibrate. Crop. Click OK. I cropped it a little off, but that's okay. Just make sure when you crop it, you get all of it. Okay. Click close. And it's looking better. Now this front one here though, one. Okay. Then you're going to do the same. Let me close this. 2 rest of these formers to get the shapes properly. Then, once you have those all done, then you'll move on to the next section. Okay, once you have everything in here, like we started here on the project, we've got our images in here. Then we trace the outlines of the plane that we needed. Then it generated our formers. Then I showed you how to modify the formers to match even more. And then the interpolation of all this stuff so the formers morph into the correct shape. Now, sheeting, since this is a foam airplane, we're not going to use any sheeting. And if you were to use sheeting, then you can select this and select your thickness of the sheeting that you're going to put on here, and it will subtract it from the former. And here are the spars. If you were going to put spars in here, then you could add the spars here, but since this is a foam airplane, we're not adding any spars. Now, lightning holes, what I've done, let's say if you didn't want any lightning holes, former one, I have it here. Yes, I do have lightning holes in it. We could change that to no, and I can apply that to the selected former. And this is former number 1, and now there's no lightning hole in it. And but I do want a lightning hole in it, so former 1 is selected, apply lightning hole, then apply to selected former, click that. Then it generates the hole, and this is the thickness, former edge thickness. And you can change this, but here's just a default to 8 millimeters. And for this demonstration, I'll just leave this as 8 millimeters. Next, we'll show you guys how to do wing slots later. Don't want this video to be extremely long. And I'll show you how to do the canopy slots, cut this out later, because we don't want that to be, again, not too long. And once that's all done, it's done, and then you take a look at what it looks like again, and this is it. So we have cut out. And this is what it looks like. From left, the top. And again, you don't have to have this completely hollow. You can, on the former, the cutouts inside, you can change the shapes to what you want them to be. So if, let's say, this section here, turn. Let's say you didn't want this section right here to be hollow. You would just do a custom, the slotting out for the holes. Just use a custom, and then you can use a square, an ellipse, or a circle, and then you can move it to where you want it to be, and then you could put it here, and this would hollow all of this out here and leave all this solid if you wanted to. And the same thing up here if you wanted to cut more out, etc. But this is really good software. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video, this particular one. Like I said, I didn't want this video to be too long and bore you guys. But the next time I come back to it, I'll show you guys how to cut the canopy out, put the wing slot in here as well, and the tail slot back here. And I'll clean up more up here to just add a little more section up here, which is no problem either. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this video. And let's see, you asked to exit the wizard. Do you want to save actual data? Yes. Okay. So now, yeah, it's going to do it for this video. And go check this out at devcat.it, I believe it is. But anyway, I'll have a link down on the bottom to the software here, and have a look at it. It's really good software for cutting out foam airplanes and everything like that. Yeah, but anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And also, I invite you to join my Facebook group and my Patreon site. Both are called CAD Build Fly RC. Go over there and have a look at both sites, and some good things over there. And so, yeah. But that's going to do it for this, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Subscribe for more.